I need is whiskey, Texas, and you.
Hey everybody, I'm Chuck Wimer.
Hey, Thomas Jones here.
This is Whiskey Wednesday, and for those of you who've been watching consistently, you already knew that. What we do here is we're going to do a review of whiskey, we're going to do a review of song, we're going to give you some tips, and we're going to show you where everybody is on the chart.
That's right.
Which last time we forgot to tell them what that was called. So
we did.
Yeah, so you'll have to make sure you do that this time.
Okay.
So let's just dive right into it. This is our second edition with the Garrison Brothers. I had the opportunity to play out there not too long back, and we did their small batch, and this is going to be the honeydew. So I haven't even tried this one yet, so we're going to find out what this one tastes like. It's got that cute little yellow wax on the top instead of the black wax that they had for the small batch, so I guess that's an easy way for them to identify it. Smells pretty good. All right, so give you a little bit of some. And a little bit for me. Get that cork. All right. Now, I'm going to do something I usually don't do. I'm actually going to read this because I got a pretty good write-up on this one. This is introducing Honeydew Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey infused with Texas wildflower honey. It's a delicate, pleasing mouthful of summertime joy. This bourbon sneaks in like a spring rain shower. Hope you enjoy this sweet little morsel of goodness as much as we do. That's a good write-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
They should write music.
They should.
Those like all
or
lyrics.
those romantic books that older women read when they're lonely.
Yeah, those are all lyrics right there. All right, so anyway, let's give it a taste and see what we got here. I can tell you right away it's already sweet.
Yeah.
But like when it touches the lips, it doesn't even get to the tongue yet, it's already sweet. It's got a great flavor to it. Same burn as the other one, so it's not like they're shortening anything there. It's got a nice little bite. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah? And since it's honeydew,
I do like the other one better.
Do you?
Yeah, I like the small batch better.
Yeah.
But they're both exceptional.
So what would you give the small batch? What was the rating you would have gave that one?
I don't know. See, I feel like there should be two different rating scales because I feel like you wouldn't be fair to compare something like this to like just Jack Daniel's, like just regular produced whiskey.
Yeah.
Unlike a small batch, like high end whiskey, I would give that like a 7 out of 10. With 10 out of 10 being like a $300 bottle of whatever that's just the best you ever had in your whole life.
Yeah.
This is pretty close to it though.
This is good.
I mean, this whiskey is pretty incredible.
And then for the record, this is a bourbon, so we're not going to go into the details of how you make a bourbon versus how you make a regular whiskey. But what was it?
I would give this like a 7.
A 7?
7 out of 10. 10 being the absolute best whiskey you've ever had. You can get anything you can get in the whole world.
So this one's a 7.
That other one's an 8.
That's an 8?
Small
Okay.
batch.
Nice. I like it. All right, so you reviewed a song
I did.
this week. What do we got? What do we review?
So I reviewed This House Ain't Big Enough by Joey Green.
Mm-hmm.
And some things I really enjoyed about it. I really liked the intro. It was a very nice intro, nice mixed instruments. And I liked the overall mix of the song. I felt like the instruments in the background were nice, and I feel like the way the vocals were mixed in there were nice as well. It kind of has a topic that's a little bit, I think, off of left field of what you usually hear on Texas country radio.
It's real.
And it's real.
Yeah.
I kind of would like to see more songs like that.
Yeah.
It might be too much for some people, but it's kind of about his perspective as a kid watching his parents fight, or two other adults. It might be two other adults in his life fight. But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
And I really like it. I recommend it.
It's a great song. I liked it. It was there was a whole bunch of really good imagery that was put in there, and it's a sensitive subject.
It's the kind of song that if you're taking a girl on a date, you'd probably play in the car on the way to the dinner.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's not the one. But if you want to cry on your whiskey, that's probably going to be the one. Some real strong memories of the past. All right, Thomas. So what do we got next?
On this week's segment of What's Your Name and Where You At? Throw it on the wall, Jamie.
On the Texas Regional Radio Report, coming in at number 1 this week is Wade Bowen, followed by Jamie Richards, Pat Green, Love and Chaos, and Aaron Watson. On the Texas Country Music Chart, coming in at number 1 is Wade Bowen, followed by Randy Rogers Band, Pat Green, Sonny Sweeney, and John Stork. And on the Texas Internet Radio Chart, coming in at number 1 this week is Kinfo, followed by Chuck Wimer, Daryl Dodd, Donise Morris, and Scotty Alexander. Be sure to check out live music this weekend.
Well, thanks for that, Jamie. We really appreciate it. As always, you've gone out and you've done the research and you found out where everybody's at and what they're doing. So thank you so much. I guess we got to do some tips now.
Yeah.
What tip do you have for us this week?
On this week's segment of Just the Tips, we're going to give you some advice for being a musician and staying safe and making friends out there on the road. So I was going to kind of talk to everybody. There was one show in particular, won't say where, but we're playing, and there was a group of crazy Canadian businesswomen.
Could have been a parched pony. Anyway.
A parched pony. And I just want to talk to y'all about making good decisions after your shows, because sometimes we're amped up, sometimes we get free drinks. And, a couple women invited me somewhere to hang out with them after the show. Sounded like a good idea, but I did remember that I had a fair amount of expensive guitar equipment in my truck. And I made the decision to be better just to go home. And so sometimes, a lot of times, if you're rolling out with equipment, you're probably just going to have to go home. Because, like, we were in San Antonio and our surrounding areas, they're big cities, and it's just not a good idea to take a chance with your equipment. And also, another thing, too, is about driving. I know a lot of guys, personally, that they go out and they have all these free drinks and stuff, and I don't know if they think they're immune to DUIs because they're musicians or what, but, be safe after your shows. Make good decisions. I know we get all amped up on stage and we come off, we think we're Superman, but, it's back to the real world when you get off the stage and you got to act like an adult and make good decisions. So that's my advice. Yeah. Just make good decisions after your show so you can go to the next one and keep making money.
Yeah, well, DUIs, musicians, kind of a rite of passage.
Not for me.
Well, that's great advice, Thomas. So my tip to you is support other artists. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't detract from you. Some of their fans might find out about you. Some of your fans might find out about them. You can't play every show at every place every week, so you might as well spread the wealth. Find somebody you like, and support some other artists. I'm not saying support me. Go out there, support Kinfo, support Scotty Alexander, support somebody up and coming. Support Thomas Jones when he's out doing his solo stuff. When he's doing his solo stuff, go out there and support him. When he's got his band out there, go support him. I'm not asking you to support me. I'm not
support Chuck.
I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying, go support another artist. J.R. Herrera Band, they're fantastic too. But it only strengthens your brand to go out there and show the love to other brands. And that's the best tip I can give for you this week. Well, thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you treat your dreams like a hobby, just gonna stay dreams.
Bam, bam.
Whiskey, Texas, and you.